Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm actually going to ride the Ripmo today. It's 100 degrees out. That's going to suck, but what I'm actually talking to you about is this right here, so come on up, camera operator. I'm going to, after I do a lap on the Ripmo, I'm going to take out the recoil for a quick little lap, and we're going to test out the DNM Shock. If you can bring in and show them what we're testing out today. I put this bad boy on the flip bike. If you saw that episode 2, that's up on the channel now. How I installed that and how I installed the 1x Drivetrain. So we're going to see how it works without a clutch derailleur and without a chain guide. So we're probably going to have some chain drops today on it, and it's going to be scary. So thanks, and enjoy the footage.
Okay, man, here she goes. We're going in here. I bet the chain hops immediately. Whew. You know, that's a lot easier on my 29er. Those big tires, they eat everything compared to these 27.5s. You know, and I used to think 27.5s were pretty good when I was on the Mojo. Whew. It's probably just the geometry of this thing. It's not as slack, so your weight's like way over the front. Also, these cable brakes take a little more effort than my Shimano quad pistons do. So far it's not doing too bad though. Whew. Yeah, you could have fun on this. Hell yeah. One thing I will say for sure, let's go ahead and start talking about the big topic for this ride, that shock. So if you watched the build video, you already know, but I picked up a DNM AOY-33, whatever the I don't know what it's called. AOY something or other, but it's a lockout optionable. You can lock it out. Air shock, 190 mil. So it was a direct swap for the coil that came on this bike, and I picked it up for $55 as a open box on Amazon. Couldn't pass it up. Really kind of got ahead of the game because I was planning on putting forks on this bike first, which it is in dire need of, but I just couldn't pass up the shock at like a half price deal. And so far, I will definitely say it soaks up stuff a lot better than the coil did. Honestly felt like a rigid, like a hardtail almost in the rear before. That coil, I just couldn't get it no matter what I did. Adjustment wise, it just was harsh. This thing's like nice and supple. I think if you're on a budget, I would definitely look at one, because it's like shocked me so far. This bike being a single pivot, I probably should block it out on this climb. I'm gonna go mid first. Going down, clicked it into the middle setting. Now we're a little more firm. Let's see how it climbs. Hell yeah. Shit. That was middle of the drivetrain. Yeah, that lockout's awesome. I've just got it in the middle setting. Works great. Ooh, it's gonna be a test right here. Oh my God, I can't believe I just cleaned that. This thing will do it, man. That shock really helps. Able to transfer that power. Yeah, that's amazing. Totally blown away with the shock. Whew. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy. I've already pedaled 13 miles out here in the 100-degree heat. So I'm a little winded. Whew. I'll see you at the top. All right, our first little mini downhill section on this thing. Let's see how the shock does here. I guarantee you a lot better than the forks. Okay. These narrow bars. Feel so goofy. Oh yeah. I feel like I'm so far over the front compared to my Ripmo. You know, we're just talking about polar opposites in terms of geometry here. It's not horrible, it's just different. Feels super old school. Oh, shock's doing excellent though. Thankfully, no chain drops yet. All right, thing's good. Wow, $55, you cannot beat that shock. Okay, we're coming up to a really shitty climb. So the next thing we're going to talk about is this 1x8 drivetrain using the stock rear cassette, which only goes to, I believe, 32. It may go to 34, but I believe it's only 32 in the rear. I got a 30 narrow wide up front. Let's see if I can even do this. If that wide of a gear range was suitable for climbing tech stuff like this. Oh. What's up, dudes? Dropping gears. I forgot to lock out. Ooh, I'm in second. I might have been third, I don't know. I believe is second. And I am struggling. That's low as she goes. Oh, that's not too bad. Whew. Shockingly, after just coming off of my Shimano 12-speed SLX to a 1x8 Shimano Acera, didn't do too bad. Now, I generally don't use probably the lower 3 gears on most of the climbs in here. So I guess I shouldn't be too shocked, but I did have to get down into the lowest of 8 gears. I could have done it in second, but again, I've already done like 13 miles in here today, so I'm already getting a little tired. Even still, you can definitely ride on a 1x8 drivetrain, even if you don't have a super wide range cassette in the rear. You just got to be in shape. And I'm not in that great shape, but it's doable. Haven't had a drop yet either, knock on wood. Another downhill. These are kind of scary on this fork, not gonna lie. Just take her slow. Not trying to break any records on the recoil. Woo! So all in all, I think very trail capable, especially for a beginner that's wanting to get their first full suspension. You could definitely do something like this, and a pretty fun bike to ride. I mean, I'm having a really good time. Having just ridden this on my $6,000 Hobbies, you can have just as much fun on this bike, maybe not as fast. You know, we're not gonna pound through here with reckless abandon like I would on my Ripmo. But it'll do it. Oh, coming up. You're good. All right. This is no net. This is notoriously the most tech part. So if it's gonna do a chain drop, it'll do one in here probably. Ah, man, I don't think I'm gonna do anything to the derailleur. Might just put a chain guide on the front and have her be ready to go. I think whoever ends up buying this thing is gonna have a great bike on their hands. Definitely gonna need some tires. Oh God, this is gonna be scary. No. Cannot believe I just cleaned that. I guess you could say part of that is because I ride here a lot now. I used to not even be able to clean that sometimes on my Mojo. Yeah, okay, some of this is a little bit of skill. You should not be able to clean that either. Unless this bike is really just that incredible. Pretty quiet, honestly. Thought the drivetrain was gonna be a lot louder. Yeah, okay. Color me shocked. This thing's totally capable. Definitely needs a fork. 100% needs a fork. I can feel it flex on me. And that's not fun. The flexing is not fun. Hey. But you put an air fork on this thing, a little bigger stanchions. Now keep in mind I'm coming off of a, like 37 mil top of the line DVO Onyx. So my perception's a little skewed there. But yeah, these aren't great. So I think anything that's a little thicker, a little more rigid, maybe even if you can get something used, or if you're like me, I'm probably going to end up getting one of those Amazon air forks, you know, one of those weird Chinese names like a Lutu or a Bucklos, something like that. I'm probably going to put on here. And from what I understand, they're halfway decent, and they'll definitely be a step up from what's on it. But this thing's totally trail capable, even with that 1x8, which I was for sure was not going to be great. But it's awesome. Works totally fine. Now, you start pounding those downhills like I would on my personal bike, probably going to have a chain drop. Hopefully the chain guide will stop that. Other than that, I'm really impressed, man. So let's go over that again. The DNM Air Shock, amazing for the price. Just using the square tapered bottom bracket with the Ganopper 1x crankset for square tapered. I think it's fine for your first bike. Now, does my SLX perform better? Oh yeah, 100%. But this is not bad. It's not bad at all. Actually, it's just pretty good. It's just a little noisy. So with that, I'm gonna hop off of here. I'll check you later. And well, one more thing, you know, please subscribe and all that. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Helps me keep making these videos. Keeps me motivated to keep making them. And I'd really like to keep doing it, man. It's I don't know, I find a lot of joy in it. So subscribe and like and share and all that stuff if you can. Help a brother out. And stay tuned for more builds on this bike. Like I said, we're gonna put an air fork on it. Maybe some wider bars and some new grips that don't have skulls on them. And it'll be about it. So anyway, until next time, it's been Scotty. I'll check you later.